Hello everybody, welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to review the pilot episode of the Netflix original series Lost in Space, the reworking of the classic sci-fi show. And let's not talk about the film that they tried to do in the 90s that was pretty awful really. So this is a reworking of the classic TV show. Now, I'm not precious about that TV show. I did watch it when I was young a little bit here and there. I didn't follow it. So I'm not overly precious about that show. So I don't have an awful lot of baggage going into this. When I did my trailer reactions, I thought this looked interesting. There are some clear differences here as to the original in the robot. And Dr. Smith now is a woman. And a few other changes here and there. I'm okay with that. If a show needs a shake up to make it fresh and new, I'm okay with that. When they changed Starbuck to a woman in Battlestar Galactica, I wasn't precious about that. I thought that worked well. In fact, better than well. I thought it worked fantastically. So I'm not opposed to changes in sci-fi shows if it's going to make it fresh and interesting. And the premise of this show, and we know what the premise of this show is, the tight clues in the title, Lost in Space. And this is the pilot episode, and we are introduced to the Robinson family early on. And they crash land basically on an alien planet that, to be fair, I don't think was a really good choice for the first episode because it didn't feel very alien. There was just lots of snow and woodlands. It looked like they were somewhere in Canada, to be fair. But that's a minor niggle. So they crash land on this planet, and throughout this pilot episode you get flashbacks as to how they got into the space program, why they're in this space program, and obviously the Earth's struggling. You can see them shopping with gas masks on and all that kind of stuff. So the family have all trained to do this mission, as have many others it seems, but they have crash landed on this planet. Immediately one of them gets frozen in a lake because the ship crash lands and then sinks, and then one of them swims down in the suit to get something to keep them warm. I think it is some kind of battery, and on the way up she kind of freezes in the water. She's trying to come out, so she's trapped in there. They're trying to think of ways to get her out. The dad and Will Robinson come up with a plan to get some magnesium to burn the ice, and off they go to try and rescue. And the mum's got a broken foot that needs to deal with because it's not in a good place. It needs dealing with. So you got all these family dynamics going off, and while they don't find this magnesium, Will slips down this ravine and is lost, and dad has to come back to find him. And then we're introduced to the robot, which this time round isn't a robot that came with them, it's some kind of alien species, which I'm okay with that as well. And it forms some kind of bond with Will Robinson. I thought the effects for the robot was pretty impressive, I have to say. I thought they were very good. Very good. Pretty threatening, but not overly so, because it was able to mould itself to mimic him, if you like. I think when you first see it, it's got all these arms and legs, and then it copies Will's form and almost becomes human-like in its form then. And that's it. So yeah, so you get some flashbacks, you see some of the family dynamics that are going on. There's some stuff between the husband and wife that's probably going to come to light. I thought everybody was pretty effective acting wise throughout this first episode. I'm not saying I liked everybody. I thought some of the characters were fairly unlikable, mainly the mother and the father. I didn't take to them, but I thought all the children did well, especially the actor that played Will Robinson. I thought he was very good actually. So I don't think this is the strongest pilot episode I've ever seen, but I am going to try and watch the rest of this show. I'm not saying I'm going to binge watch it, but I think I am going to try and watch the rest of this show. Whether I shall review it one episode at a time or just review it when I've finished the season, I don't know. It depends how I feel basically. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. I don't think it's the best start to a show that I've ever seen. 7.5 out of 10. I don't think it's the best start to a show that I've ever seen. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. I don't think it's the best start to a show that I've ever seen. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. I don't think it's the best start to a show that I've ever seen. but I've seen worse, certainly, and it is fairly exciting. There are some moments of levity in it. Excitement, I wouldn't go that far. The effects are good. We are introduced to Dr. Smith later on, and that's about it. Let's see what the rest of the series brings, guys. So please leave me some comments. Is this what do you think of the show series so far? This first series of Lost in Space. And please, guys, don't forget, if this is your first time visiting, click that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, everybody.